infinity scarf tutorial. So I have done my uh, lens for the scarf. I ended up adding one more yarn. I bought another skein of yarn, and this is my last skein that almost done. So basically I used 3 skein of yarn for this infinity scarf, and this is the pattern I got. I like it, and this is the wrong side. However, I thought it was a good idea if I choose something reversible for the infinity scarf. If you are not started yet, maybe you start with garter stitch or fisherman stitch, which I have both tutorials on my YouTube channel. For those of you who have started recently with me, we started with 2 skein of this yarn, and then I added one more. This is super bulky from Loops and Threads. The recommended needle size was 9, but I used 8 to get the defined kind of lines here for my pattern. And here I'm gonna work my last rows and then show the cast off and attaching part and doing some finish for the project. So it's gonna be a review of this pattern. What we did, it was row 1, and we knit all the stitches across the row 1. I'm gonna show you here. So this is the knit stitch. We're gonna work 1 row of knit stitch for first row, and this will be repeat of 2 rows, row 1 and row 2, and this is my row 1. This is very easy to work with it. It's thick yarn and bigger needles. They are easy to work and finish fast. I spent like 1 hour for each skein of yarn almost. In total 3-4 hours to finish this project. Okay, this is the end of row 1, and then we repeated for row 2, picking up the edge stitch as always, 2 purl stitches, and then knit 1 below. So we insert the tip of needle in the stitch below the stitch on the needle, and we knit it through, and that gives us this defined lines of V kind of shapes. As I mentioned earlier, I would like to have reversible, so I may end up undoing everything and start over for myself, or I was thinking maybe I could just fold it in half when I'm wearing it, and then it's gonna be the same reversible. Okay, probably I have to finish, so I'm gonna, because my yarn is almost done, I'm gonna undo this part and just do the cast off for this row. For cast off, always it's better to do the knit stitch, and there are different kind of cast off you can do. I'm gonna show you 2 very common one which are very easy. Okay, here, and this is my last stitch. So basically for casting off, you can knit 2 stitches together this way, knit 2 stitches together, and then that new stitch that you have, you're gonna put it back on your left needle, and again knit 2 stitches, and each time you're gonna drop your stitches to 1. Another way is to, I'm gonna undo this one first. Another one is very similar, a little different. So for all of the stitches, you can either do purl for purl or knit for purl. I always prefer to do knit. So you're gonna knit your stitch and then pull the first stitch over the second stitch. Okay, you always have 1 stitch on your right needle, and then you knit another stitch, and then you pull this stitch over the other one, and that drops your stitches. So here I'm gonna do this one as 1 stitch and then pull it over. Again, knit, pull it over. It basically adds you 1 row to your end row. Okay. There are other cast off methods as well, but for beginners I prefer to go with something very basic. Okay, almost done, halfway through. If you are a beginner and you want to try something for the first time, I would recommend you to start with a neck warmer, and you may use just 1 or 2 skein just to finish it. Okay, hopefully I'm not gonna run out. The reason that I would like to have a live stream to show you guys how to knit basically is because many of beginners, they are looking for easy things, but honestly when you start a project there are lots of ups and downs, so you may end up changing everything and doing many things, and so don't get disappointed. Even if you are a knitter for a long time, you're gonna have the same problem. As you may know, I ended up changing my needles, and oh my god, okay, toward the end we are almost done there. Okay, I'm gonna use this way. Okay, this is the ending. Look, we finished all the yarn. So thankfully I have this part here for joining the end. I didn't know I'm gonna run out this much. Okay, here we go. Now we have, and the measurement that I did before was 22 centimeter width and 127 for the length. So there are two ways to do the infinite scarf. The simple way is just to attach these parts together from the wrong side, and then the other way some people do, they make a twist, one or two twists, and then they attach two parts together. I'm not gonna do the twist because it's not reversible. I prefer to have just one side. Okay, I'm gonna fold in half, and this is my wrong side. I'm gonna use my tapestry needle and the cast on yarn. And then align these two parts together nicely. Hold your hands and try to fix it with your hand. And then it's just easy. You're gonna stitch back and forth. To join the parts together. Okay, just make sure you keep everything nicely, and then stitch back and forth. So at the end I'm gonna show you how to hide those yarns that were left when you were attaching the other yarn, the new yarn. I used 3 skein of yarn, and I have 2 connection part that I have to hide them with tapestry needle and just polish the project. Okay, and almost the end. Okay, I'm gonna do some more stitches here. I don't want to cut it. It's kind of hiding the tail because it's the wool yarn. It sticks very well. Okay, good enough. Now I can cut this part. And let's see what we can do for these little ties here. So I'm gonna undo it. I just did a very loose knot just to leave it for later. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the same tapestry needle and follow the stitches nearby. As you see here, like I'm gonna hide it by stitching back to the stitches nearby. And this way they will be invisible. I'm gonna do the same for the other one and then cut the extra tail. Now it's better if you do in different directions. Okay, good enough. And now I can cut it. I'm gonna do the same for the other knot later. And meanwhile, I'm gonna show you how to just give extra finish for all your patterns, especially for scarves, and then use my steam iron and tap a little bit. So don't push hard, just give a little of steam. That's very essential. Okay, I may do it later. I just wanted to show you guys, and this will be your final result. And how you're gonna wear it, you're gonna wrap it around your neck. Hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. Stay warm and try something new today. Let me know if you had any questions. Thank you for watching. Take care.